Magandang gabi dito sa CFS Masters Day 3. Ako si R2G and Sneaky Frog is with me once again, and we are going to the last series of the day. Sneaky Frog, can you tell us kung sino ang maglalabanan ngayon?
Yep, MattJess versus Execration. Two teams on separate parts of the spectrum dito sa group stage. One is 0-2, one is 2-0. So, very interesting yung pwede mangyari dito sa ating very last series. I'm personally looking forward dito sa last series natin, whether or not makakabawi pa ba yung Exe or is MattJess gonna continue their dominance dito sa group stage.
Kasi nakita natin, no, it's a fairly it's a fairly weird dynamic. Pero mamaya pag-usapan natin yung dynamic. But let's discuss about the potential matchups that rather the potential expectations that we have for this game. Essentially, sa naiisip natin, it's Execration not in the best spot right now and MattJess in the best spot. So, if we were to expect something based sa statistics lang naman to, no? MattJess, sila yung lamang ngayon. And that is a good thing for them kasi they're in a great spot in the group stage. So, kung sino man yung fan dyan ng MattJess, you can continue to show your support sa kanila dyan on the comment section below. At kung gusto nyo ba makita ang Execration makuha ng una nilang panalo dito, mag-comment din kayo. And since nag-comment na kayo, mag-share na din kayo at i-like nyo na din ang ating Facebook page, Crossfire Philippines. And I want to discuss then a little bit of this this roster that we have for the side of MattJess. You said it consisted mainly of a lot of the old metacore team, and nagdagdag lang sila ng isang miyembro, which I believe is Frey.
Yeah, Frey's been there. So, yun nga, it kind of made sense para dito sa MattJess if they did want to upgrade yung kanilang prior roster. And I think yung idea sa current roster na to sa MattJess is to go a bit younger. So, it's nice to see na metacore who got top 4 sa tournament natin last year is now on an entirely under new banner and with more support galing nga dito sa organization. But we're gonna have the team intros, of course, and first off, we're gonna have MattJess.
This is the team of MattJess. Sila ay nagpapakita at kumakaway sa inyong screens. And tinan mo ba naman, mukhang masaya naman sila, mukhang handa na sila, at mukhang kumain na din sila ng kanilang dinner. So, hopefully, may lakas na din sila para pumunta ang mga member nila. So, ito din mananotice ko lang naman, parang parehas na din sila yung lugar. And I think, they're in the same computer shop ba or bahay ba, and to an extent may bootcamp pala sila, and nakakatulong yung bootcamp pero okay, yan yung MattJess. Tingnan natin ang kalaban nila, which is Execration. Created and led by Sir Aris Alde, isang legend ng Crossfire Philippines scene. Ito ang team ng Execration. Sila ay nagpapakita at gusto nila ipa-show ang kanilang lakas dito sa ating stage naman to. And lahat naman sila mukhang bootcamp din ang name of the game sa kanila.
I mean, it is EXE, man. It is one of the biggest organizations in the Philippines pagdating nga sa larangan ng esports. So I do expect them to be in the exact same place. Execration, man. Looking for some redemption after yung week 1 disaster na nakita natin from this team.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think na-point out ko na dito last week na Execration is playing the exact same way like they are last year, like they still have itong si CLD at si BEM, and obviously that is not the move. You have 2 new members on your team, so you have to adjust accordingly, and they had a week naman to prepare. So
Yeah.
ayun nga, malay mo, di ba, the prior losses could serve as lessons para dito sa Execration in order to try and learn kung ano yung pagkakamali nila dito.
Totoo. And parang actually, just to break out of topic, nakita ko dun ang tawag mo dun sa bootcamp ng MattJess. Parang wala silang masyadong ventilation dun. Parang may onting init dun, no? I'd like to think it's a bit ano mo yun? Parang it's a bit hot. So, ba't ko nasasabi yan? Kasi ngayon, we are talking about hot and cold. Sa side naman ng Execration, feeling ko malamig sila. Ito, tulad ng panahon ng Pilipinas, minsan malamig, minsan mainit, minsan, alam mo yun, malamig at mainit. Tulad ng labanan natin ngayon. MattJess kasi, they have a hot start nung week 1. 2-0 po sila. Yung nakalaban nila, Gaon Gaming at Motomac Gaming, nanalo sila. MattJess, alam mo, nagsimula naman sila sa computer shop noong 2017, and ngayon, sinabi natin, yung Metacore players, they're all still here, kasama ni Frey, yung led by their captain of A7J. Sa malamig naman, bakit malamig ang Execration? Kasi yung week start nila is 0-2. Wala silang panalo against the same teams, Gaon Gaming and Motomac Gaming. Now, yung tanong ba, yung leader ba nila na si 30, kaya ba niya i-lead ang kanilang team to their first victory? Yan ang storya dito sa ating matchup natin ngayon, Sneaky Frog.
For sure. Execration, just like how I said it, man, the prior weeks could serve as lessons para sa kanila dito with starting off 0-2 in this group stage. Granted, yung mga nakalaban nila dito, Motomac and etong si Gaon Gaming. Gaon Gaming obviously on fire dito sa group stage natin, has just beaten etong Motomac. So, ayun nga, Motomac as well, very formidable team. So, that's already 2 losses para sa Execration in a single round robin. So para sa kanila, they have to win the rest of their games or else risk losing, falling out dito sa top 4 natin. Pero MattJess, obviously, I mean, yun nga, it's the same exact, I wouldn't say same exact team na nakita natin from last year of being the storming through group stage, pasok agad dito sa playoffs and just dominating almost everyone dito sa bracket natin. But we do have the key players between yung dalawang teams natin. And I have a odd feeling na it is gonna be si Loy. Yeah, it is. It is si Loy and si Kid from Hell, 2 of the most aggressive players dito sa kanilang team. And Loy, of course, the man who is unstoppable. Pag nakakuha na siya ng flank, pag nakakuha na siya ng entry, he is just gonna keep on moving forward, pare.
Yeah, totoo. And tingnan mo ba naman sa kabilang party naman yan is Kids from Hell. Actually, siya talaga nagpapakita niya ang kanyang gilas, and he's been the non-consistent factor for the side of Execration. His stats right now may not be the best, but essentially, pagpunta mo sa impactful plays, he will be there. So, these 2 players ang kailangan natin panoorin at, really watch carefully to see if they are going to affect this matchup or not. Kasi feeling ko, someone like Kid from Hell, kagaya ng nakita natin last game, someone like Jefferson, if Kid from Hell can perform at that level, then he might be able to put Execration, kunin sila, lagay niya sa kanyang likod at buhatin sila sa una nilang panalo dito sa tournament na ito. And it's and feeling ko kailangan nila kasi Execration, napakalaking pangalan. If they don't get a win, then it's crazy world that we live in na 2024 hindi pala mag-qualify ang Execration na dating number 1 team. Actually, I believe top 4 sila last year, di ba?
Yeah, top 3 to be specific,
Top
pare, as
3.
they requalified dito sa CFSPH Masters, not having to go through open qualifier natin. And ayun nga, expectations are there para sa side ng Execration, the
Mm-mm.
expectations from the organization, the expectations galing sa kanilang mga fans. And it really is, a lot of pressure para sa mga players dito ng Exe, especially yun nga, no, if you have a kid like Kid from Hell dito sa kanilang team, he can definitely feel the pressure to perform para mabuhat dito yung Execration. Pero yun nga,
Mm.
at the end of the day, kalaban nyo pa rin ang MattJess, one of the most, if not the most aggressive team sa buong group stage natin. They really know how to play in your face. And it was similar actually dun sa prior na laruan nila against itong Motomac, against itong Gaon, where they're constantly facing yung enemy and having to play gunfights every single time. Walang semblance ng slow play at all yung nakita natin from Execration. And it's gonna be probably the exact same thing though dito sa game natin, with MattJess also loving that fast-paced game.
Yeah, and well, I'll be excited. So, kumbaga, kung yung expectation natin dito sa laro na to, masasabi ba nating fast-paced na laro itong buong series na to? I think so. I think possible yan. I mean, there might be a bit of slow play, but okay, I guess it'll depend naman din dito sa ating map Vito na mapapakita sa atin ngayon. We are able to see here the map ban is Eagle Eye 2.0. Susunod na yung Mexico. So wala nang gimmick pa. Pupunta na tayo dito. MattJess sub-base. Really great pick pagdating sa side ng MattJess Execration. Papunta na din dito sa port. Tapos yung decider map natin is going to be Compound. I think map 1 is a great pick for the side of MattJess. But for Execration to go with port, I'm questioning it just a little bit there, Sneaky Frog.
I'm pretty much fine with port, honestly. Para dito sa Execration, they play it a lot sa mga ibang tournaments nila. This is one of their maps na if you have to pick a best of one and Execration gets to pick yung mapa, they're definitely gonna go port every single time.
Okay.
Problem nga lang, yung past few results nila dito sa port hasn't really boded well para sa Execration. Yun nga, the 4-10 loss against dito sa Gaon, and also yung ayun nga, hindi sila nakaabot ng port actually dun sa MG matchup nila. That was the map 3. So far yung results dito ng Execration on the port side has not been really shown. However, para dito sa MattJess, this is their premier map na sub-base. They won against itong Motomac 10-8, and para naman sa laban nila against Gaon 10-2. So this is the map to beat para sa MattJess, and for sure, map 1 pa lang, they have the advantage at this point. Pero Execration, maglalaro sila dito sa GR side, BL side naman dito yung MattJess. But I like to look at this a bit differently though, kasi MattJess na yung naglalaro. For sure, GR yung may advantage, pero the way na naglalaro itong MattJess dito sa kanilang BL side makes it really look like it's whatever side they're on yung may advantage dito.
Yeah, nagigets kita dyan. So, okay, sub-base, I guess, MattJess, they more or less lamang talaga sila dyan sa mapang yan. Now, pagpunta natin sa port, kasi question ako dun, kasi ayun nga, yung performance nila against Gaon Gaming, feeling ko naman, pwede pa naman sila bumawi. And I think, off the game, yung VOD nila, no, yung video on demand na napanood nila yung replay against Gaon Gaming, at siguro, natuto na din sila. Napaisip nila, okay guys, we've seen our faults dito sa gameplay na to. Alam natin ang ginawa natin pagkakamali, at alam mo yun, ayusin na lang natin para sa susunod natin papuntang port. Ayun na.
I want to know, ano yung iniba ng Execration this week kumpara nga sa last week? Just like the point that I said sa start ng stream, like they're playing the exact same way, like they still have si Bem at si CLD dito sa team nila. But what did they adjust para dito sa team na to, knowing na nandito na si Jay, knowing na nandito na si Kid from Hell, two very different players from very different styles na team, no? So I would say, kung mas na-adjust na nila yung game ng Execration more to pander dito kay Kid from Hell at kay Dracifer, definitely kaya nilang kumuha ng mga points dito. But if they can't, yun nga, they're just gonna get drowned by the MattJess offense, pare.
Yan talaga ang tanong, no? And, well, eto na, makikita natin kung ano nga ba ang adjustment na ginawa nila dito, as it is time for map 1. MattJess po magsisimula dito sa Blacklist side, and Execration po ang mapupunta na dito sa GR. Sila po ang magdedepensa as we are going for a slow start dito galing sa side ng MattJess. sa MR, naghahanap lang ng ume-extend or masyadong makulit na mga miyembro dito ng Execration, pero si Loy ang mahulog, ang matatapon against Execration. Trade, nahanap, galing kay Rels, 2F, na kill, 30, galing sa IGL, nakahanap na din. As another headshot from him, tinigilan ang tulak na gustong gawin ng MattJess dito, and Execration holding firmly here sa maagang part ng map natin.
Yep. A7J MZ na lang natitira dito. And Dracifer instantly finding itong si Loy. And that's the difficult part about playing against itong MattJess. Kung you have to guess kung entry ba to or lurk galing kay Loy. We're gonna have to wait and see. Nice shot galing kay MZ, pero nakuha na nga si A7J dito. But Dracifer with the hold sa shotter, getting the round para sa Execration. First GR round going their way. And MattJess almost getting it, pare, kung siguro kung nakuha nila yung players dito sa DR and or sa Shotter would be a different story. Pero Execration going a bit aggressive sa MR natin in order to gain that early control. Pero tama ba ang kanilang hula dito kasi A ang hinahanap ni Loy.
Nako.
Loy with the headshot, and yan na nga ang unang headshot ni Loy. He is so far ahead of his team, but it doesn't matter. He still hits his shots. 30, bumaba na.
Nice.
Loy nakapatay ulit. Kid from Hell nakakuha na ng trade, pero si Dracifer pa lang nakakuha. Kid from Hell, bawas na sa side. Kita sa gap ng missile ang dalawang players. Tamang poke lang si MZ. And Dracifer, low HP. Colt nilabas. Ram nakapatay. Dracifer trying to save the round para sa Execration. And 1-1 MattJess thanks to the entry of Loy. Getting around on the board, pare.
Salit-salitan lang daw, sabi ng dalawang team na to. Mukhang pwede to maging mahigpit na labanan. Okay, labanan agad dito sa woods area. Hanap ng tagos. Does make the defense weaker para sa side ng Execration. Kid from Hell, masyadong maraming nakuhang tagos sa kanyang buhay. Tuloy, mababa na at 30. Nahanap si MZ na nakatambay sa lockers area. Gusto na nila ipatuloy-tuloy to. Kaso nga lang, it is put to a complete stop. 2F, nabangan. 30, nahanap si Loy. Pero hindi niya mahanap, nahulog! Kaso nga lang, yung kanyang likod, nakita niya, hindi niya alam. Rels, doing the same thing. Yung sikreto ng team is just find someone who is not looking at you. And they will find that win. Kid from Hell, nahulog na din. Tuloy-tuloy na. And A7J,
Spotted.
finally finding him, and Rels finding, just falling, and now A7J versus Dracifer. Tingnan mo ba naman ang kanyang buhay? Napakababa na. Very much winnable to. Galing kay Dracifer. Actually, siya na nga yung lamang, and matatapos niya yung headshot dyan kay A7J.
Yep, it's a lot more confident galing sa Execration in this GR side. Granted na tinry nila kumuha ulit ng control dito sa mapa natin super early on. Pero MattJess denying so much of it. Fights all over the map. Meron nang nakapasok ng B-site, but then Dracifer getting his due kills. Loy nakita na nga dito sa vent, pero ine-expect ba nila na lalabas dito si MZ? He's using the death cam ng kanyang teammate to gain that information, pero Kid from Hell tamang check pa rin sa CR, sa vents, just in case Dracifer nahulog. MZ pwede na siyang bumalik, pero gusto niya pang kumuha ng isa dito sa CR. Pag nakuha niya si Kid from Hell, libreng-libre itong A-site with the exception of one player na nasa luwag. Na yan na nga, MZ getting Kid from Hell. One player left on the A-site. Si Carlo na lang natitira. And kailangan niya i-defend itong A-site with a sniper, which I don't advise to do unless he dodges everyone. Nandito siya sa metal, pero once na nakakuha siya ng kill, he's gonna get instantly traded. Pero wala man lang kill nakuha dito si Carlo. 30, Ram, last two left alive. Ram naspatan dito sa Sikep. He gets 2 kills still. Ram live and alive, pero sa pader tumatama ang pistol ni Rels, and Rels getting the last 2 players left alive. Execration. What an exchange between them and MattJess, pare. Pero MattJess staying on top. Grabe yung double vents play na yun, pare.
Kaguluhan. Napakagulo ng mga labanan na nakita natin dito, and ngayon, MattJess mukhang gusto nila ituloy-tuloy lang. Nate Stack, 30, na popcorn. Beautiful utility usage galing sa side ng MattJess. That is their team's secret para manalo, and they are able to take it. MZ, nahanap si Kids from Hell, and that is the proper continuation for the side of MattJess para kunin ang lamang dito. Execration, nahulog. Gracifer na lang ang naiwan dito para sa side ng Execration. Dalawa ang kanyang nahanap. Kaso nga lang, gusto niya ituloy-tuloy. 1v1 against the leader ng MattJess. Gracifer, onting damage sa kanyang buhay. Tingnan ba, timing ang importante dito. C4, wala sa kamay ni A7J. Nakita na. Tactical. Kaso nga lang, patakas na. A7J, nagkita na naman sila. One-on-one with the great one, and di na malayan ni A7J na nasa kanyang gilid na pala ang kanyang kalaban, giving another round dito kay Execration off the back of an amazing play, individual play ni Dracifer.
Yep, Dracifer, well played dun sa 1v1, recognizing na hindi niya kaya labanan itong LR. Knowing na naka-AK siya dito, lugi siya sa M4 in terms of the wallbangs. So might as well just take the fight outside sa passage instead. Even got the climb up on the window with a fast bunny hop. Silent as well. So Execration winning out the 1v1s dito sa round natin. And it's been multiple 1v1s, round after round after round. MattJess na nakukuha nila yung gusto nila dito, but still, it's the finishing of the round yung problema dito ng ating MJ squad. Execration, 30, spotted. Meron ng tao dito sa LR, pero 30 nakita na rin nagsuspot sa 2F. But still, no pushes just yet. Loy, hindi niya muna isasagad ang vents. He's gonna try to do... Hindi, actually, sasama na lang siya with the team. So it's a straight up 5-man play dito sa Woods. Papasok ng A-side, Carlo. Nakanood. Actually, si Dracifer pala yung nakanood dito sa metal box on the A-side. Spotted na ba? Mukhang binuwallbang na nga siya dito. Umakit si Dracifer. Nakuha si MZ. Nakuha si A7J. Frey finally getting the trade. 3v4. Lugi dito yung MattJess unless someone can get a return kill immediately. Kid from Hell nag-pick na dito sa uluhan. Bumasok ng missile. Loy nakuha si Kid from Hell. 1-for-1 so far, pero it's a 2-for-1 actually. Rels with the sniper. Carlo tapped out by Loy. 30 na lang natitira dito sa luwag. Rels, 30. Loy getting the kill at the end. And another equal exchange galing sa dalawang teams natin.
MattJess, ginagawang pantay na naman itong scoreline natin. 1-for-1 for 1-for-1. Napakagulo. Pero MattJess thrives on that chaos. Mukhang gusto nila ituloy. Tingnan mo ba naman? A-site agad, pinapestuhan, hinahanapan ng butas sa kanilang depensa. Rels, hanap ng isa. Ram, nahulog na granada. Isa pa, tuloy-tuloy lang. Buhos daw. Sabi ng MattJess. Ayan na, Kid from Hell, naipit, na popcorn. Now, Carlo, sa taas. Wala din siya mahanap. 30, yung IDL ng Execration. Gustong lumaban dito. Kaso nga lang, siya na lang ang naiwan dito on a 1v4 situation. Napakahirap, napakalala, napakatindi. Starts off with a headshot. Starts off with a second kill. Pwede niya hanapan yung pangatlo. Kaso nga lang, yung oras, pababa. Granada, everything. Flashbang, tinapon na. Finished off by Frey. MattJess, isa pa makukuha nila dito sa first half natin.
Yep, great on MattJess to break the monotony ng game natin. Recognizing na medyo weak ang depensa dito sa A-site with only placing one member sa metal at isa lang nandito sa CR immediately found ng dalawang players natin. And despite the fast rotation dito ng Exe, they could not contain the pure offense na nagawa nila dito sa A-site. So Execration, they're gonna try to cut off yung Woods instead. Pero MattJess, are they gonna realize this early? A7J, magche-check muna siya dito sa Woods, but he has to check it really carefully. Wala pa naman silang presence dito. They don't know if anyone's pushed up, man.
Yeah, tamang-tama lang. And, well, dito naman sa side ng MattJess, I like how they switched up the tempo this time around para mapapaisip talaga ang Execration. Ano nga ba talaga ang plano nila? Maganda ang pag-control nila dito sa Woods area. Tingnan mo ba naman yung pressure? Malala, tinitigilan at mukhang gumiginhawa ang B-site kahit papano. So, feeling ko, yan ang gustong kunin ng MattJess at yan na nga ang basa nila. Sinasabi nila, yung pressure natin sa Woods, malakas, kaya guminhawa dito sa B, puntahan natin. 30, nasa taas. Hindi niya makalaan na may tao na pala sa kanyang gilid, sa kanyang taas, at yan na siya. Nahulog na din. Dito na din si Frey. Patuloy-tuloy lang ang kanyang labanan dito. C4 na plant, Gracifer. nakita natin, nag-touch siya dati. Siguro naman ngayon, maka-close out na ng MattJess itong round na to. And now we are going to the last round ng first half natin.
Yeah, a really good push, honestly, galing sa
Oh.
matches. Recognizing that there's already a player sa 3F and an amazing entry from Frey galing dito sa 2F. But Rel's taken down sa start ng ating game. Lloyd taking up yung sniper actually. And he's trying to spot out yung maliit na angle na pwede mong tignan from the outside box into yung DR. Pero Lloyd spotted instead dito ni Carlo. That's a great two-piece para kay Carlo dito sa start ng ating round on sub-base. And that means yung offense ng MJ is gonna be a lot weaker. So okay lang naman mag-hold lang sila on their due side. Frey trying to make something happen but it's not gonna happen. And MZ, A7J, dediretso lang dito sa passage trying to find the person falling. MZ getting si Ram. So that's one less player to worry about dito sa B-side. Hahabulin ba dito ni A7J? Si 30 mukhang hindi. Si 30 na lang papatay. And MZ na lang natitira. Carlo with the nade. He recognizes him that he's right there. MZ taken down. And Carlo carrying the round. 3 pickoffs galing sa kanya dito.
Yeah, and that was huge for the side of Execration. Kailangan na talaga na panulunan yung isang round na yan as we go to the side switch. Let's see kung makabawi sila dito sa BL. Mukhang early, mid pressure dito sa woods ang gustong gawin ng Execration. Maganda ang smoke grenade. Tinitigilan ang Execration. Wala siyang ka-impormasyon sa kung sino man ang nandyan sa woods. Ngayon, may nag-iisa do. Medyo agresibo. Galing sa side ng MattJess na pwede makahanap ng lason. Kaso nga lang, it is going to take some time. Oo, naghahanap ng tagos itong mga miyembro ng Execration and that does force some members out of matches. Tingnan mo
Pero
ba naman yan?
Execration, man,
Yeah.
they're just taking it slow, man. They're just taking it slow. They don't have to go fast sa start ng kanilang BL side. They can just play their own pace. At the same time, MattJess, nasa kanila na yung depensa. But, yeah, yun nga, they're just taking their sweet time. I like yung ginagawa dito ng Execration. Di nila sinasabayan yung bilis ng MattJess. So, MattJess is a lot more uncomfortable siguro sa slowness ng laruan natin. And they'd rather just surprise them with just one big push.
Yeah, but not giving them that at all. So, dahil dyan, unfamiliarity might play a factor. Kaso nga lang, MattJess, Loy, nakahanap ng unang pitas. And mababa na din ang buhay ng isa pang miyembro dito ng Execration. Ano ba? Pwede pa nilang gawin dito. Okay. Little bit of a sniper shot na hindi nakatama as mukhang gustong lumikas dito si Kid from Helper. Si Carlo maghahanap kay Loy. Execration trying to force something here, but I feel like might not just be the best decision as
they haven't really done anything
wala nga eh.
realistically pagdating sa kanilang map control. Yeah, you're gonna get
30
second mid,
seconds.
pero ina-expect na dito ng MattJess na dito kayo lalabas. A7J getting the 2K and Execration taking too long para i-decide kung saan ba talaga sila papunta. A7J dropping the C4 and Ram na lang natitira. Not even him can stop it, pare. MattJess, well-played defense sa kanila dito. They played it a lot more patient than usual. Pero Execration, man, yun nga. Granted, nakakuha kayo ng picks. But looking at yung minimap natin, you have not taken a single point sa mapa natin. Man.
Yeah, the control is absolutely just not there and dahil dyan, tinan mo pa, tapos nakita ko na lang 30 seconds, wala pa naman silang nagawang tama dito pero mukhang gusto nila ayusin yung ginawa nilang mali nung round na yan at diniretso na nila itong A-site. Kaso nga lang, ba't sila tumitigil dito sa stairway? I'd love to see something more fast, mas mabilis dahil dyan, nandito na yung rest back ng MattJess, yung holdout ng MattJess and feeling ko may unting hesitasyon na galing sa pag-iisip sa utak ng Execration at madadali sila dito unless Carlo has something to say about it pero masyadong mahirap as 4-7 naman na ngayon ang scoreline. Pabor sa side ng MattJess.
Yeah, MattJess Nandito na nga sila sa more favorable side. Loy, nakuha na si Tracifer as Execration was attempting to get control dito sa MR natin pero inunahan siya with the headshot and immediately nag-back off yung MattJess pabalik dito sa B site and satisfied na sila dun sa isang pick-off. Plus damage pa dito kay Ram who's already on low HP sa start ng round. So I wouldn't be surprised if magpapalit sila ng baril dito ni Carlo on that AWM. So yung decision ng Execration is most likely maghahanap lang sila ng picks. Any member ng MattJess would be enough. Pero knowing yung positioning ng MattJess, so 1 DR, 1 shotter, merong isa sa second mid. Never mind, that's not second mid. Si Rels nakapasok sa vents actually and he might peek out and catch any player dito sa MR pag nakalabas yung ulo nila dito sa bintana. Pero grabe yung MattJess, pinapainip talaga yung Execration. Si Frey talon-talon lang dito sa 2F for the sake of information. But nothing is really happening. No one is really pushing. Galing dito sa MattJess. Subverting expectations ng Exe. Expecting si Loy to be somehow in the backline at this time. Pero, still, pretty much waiting game pa rin from Execration at MattJess kung papasok pa talaga sila dito sa LR in order to get into the B site. Problema nga lang, there is no passage control para sa side ng MattJess or ng Execration rather para meron silang additional entry dito sa B side. Feeling ko prioritize muna nila ang pagkuha ng LR and that they do. Nakuha na nila yung LR dito pero dire-diretso lang pala dito si Kid from Hell but he needs to calm down. Kailangan niya kumalma dito. He needs to wait for the passage player to come and he needs to wait for the flank player to come and the flank is about to be incoming. Carlo naririnig na merong nagpo-push dito sa woods pero hindi niya in-expect si Rels na lang galing sa outer. And Rels getting si Kid from Hell as well. Nako po, MattJess, you have bamboozled itong Execration. Nakala nila lalabas kayo from the LR side, from the wood side, pero hindi pala. Rels out of nowhere from the vent side, lumabas ng outer. Carlo, the last one left alive, nakuha ni MZ. Pero A7J with the quick trade and MattJess, feeling ko, nasa control na nila yung sub-base pare.
MattJess, dalawa na lang ang kanilang kailangan kunin dito para mapanalo. Itong map na to at tuloy-tuloy lang din. Let's keep going. Why do we even stop? It's a continuous battle. And this time, MattJess na naman ang kukuha ng lamang dito sa numbers. And ngayon, plano na lang nila, hold yung site, ayusin na lang. They don't even need to do anything too much here. Hold lang nila yung site, hintayin nila yung Execration gumawa ng isang pagkakamali at ituloy-tuloy lang nila i-hold ito. So now, 30, gustong makahanap ng tamang lipas dito sa mid and 30. Akala ko makakatakas siya pero nandyan na pala si A7J ng kasama niya. Ngayon, 2v3 situation. Gracifer, Kids from Hell. If there's anyone that can do it, it's these two na nagpapakita ng isang malupit na laro. Ngayon, okay, Rels, hindi niya tamaan. Ipit na siya dito sa likod ng silo. Kid for Hell, finding one. Suddenly, numbers, pantay na. Gracifer, finding one kay A7J and Gracifer showing his strength. Fredo, left on a 1v1. 30 seconds. Dami pa namang orasan dito. Flashbang tinapan na dito sa kamay ni Gracifer. Gracifer na tagosan ng bala. One-on-one. Nag-switch na din dito sa Colt. Hanap na siya. Makakuha pa!
He played him!
Headshot dun kay Gracifer. And another point. Map point. Mapupunta to MattJess.
Grabe, what a 1v2 galing kay Frey. Gracifer was trying to delay as much as possible, make him unhittable as possible dito sa metal box. Pero si Frey just playing with his food dito sa A-side. And speaking of A-side, mukhang Execration gusto nilang bilisan yung pag-push dito sa woods. MZ, nakakuha ng dalawa pero Gracifer getting the quick trade. Tatlo na lang dito yung Execration. Rels at Loy, palipat na dito sa shutter. Pero ito ba talaga ang intention ng Execration to go to the A-side? And grabe, Ram is really trying to equalize yung numbers nila dito pero si Loy na mismo yung nauna dito sa push ng Exe. They tried to go quick but quick is what MattJess is all about. Gracifer, nakuha na si Rels but the trade from Frey makes it clean and MattJess first map goes in towards their way pare. Never doubted them dito sa sub-base honestly.
Yeah, sa totoo lang this map went the way that we expected nga talaga. when it comes to MattJess and Subbase, talagang, alam mo yun, it's a perfect fit. MattJess, yung win percentage na dito sa Subbase, napakataas, napakaganda, napakalinis. We just expected this to fall on the wayside and go to their hands. Maganda ang ginawa ng Execration nung kaaga-agahan. Talagang nagpakita sila ng lakas, nagpakita sila ng laban, ng gilas. Kaso nga lang, it's MattJess and Subbase. Kahit ilan nakuha mo ng first half nila, no? Nung side switch, when it's now time for MattJess to do the defense, malakas na din eh. And, well,
Yeah.
Goes exactly as planned. Ngayon, pagpunta natin dito sa map 2, can we say the same thing for Execration after such a loss, Nikki?
I'm still thinking, in all honesty, man. I mean, this is a better showing kumpara nga dito sa mga ibang games nila. I think they're actually contesting itong MattJess from time to time sa mga ibang rounds. The other rounds were up to a 1v1 and that could have easily went the way dito ng Execration. Pero it's still MattJess on defense. Yun nga, no? This is more of a defensive map. This is a MattJess map in general, no? Kagaya nga na sinabi ko, whatever side MattJess plays dito sa Subbase, that is where the advantage is at. And one of the main reasons why kung ganun kalakas yung depensa ng MattJess is the way that they form yung kanilang defense on the sites. Sobrang lapit ng proximity nila lahat dito eh. So, may maglalaro ng second mid, pero pag may maglalaro ng second mid, there needs to be backup coming in galing sa shotter, and same goes for DR, same goes para dito sa LR, and same goes for the A side. They're so tight-knit, no, yung kanilang depensa dito sa second half na Execration, no matter what they tried dito sa BL, wala talagang gumagana.
Gets, and totoo nga, tingnan mo ba naman itong highlights na to? We were able to see, yes, a little bit of a fight nga galing sa Execration ng maaga, kaso nga lang, after a while, when that score became 2-3 nung first half, tuloy-tuloy na ang alam mo yun, MattJess showing, no? Actually, in fairness, it was a 4-5 half. And, well, side switch, MattJess on defense, a different story talaga. We saw amazing clutches like Dracifer in these moments. Totoo lang, you can give him his flowers, you can give him his kudos, but MattJess as a team in general, mas malakas, at least for this map, and you can't just rely on the individual prowess ng players kagaya ni Dracifer pare. So with that, pagkatapos na din nitong highlights na to, kailangan ayusin ang Execration, ang kanilang, ang form nila, and mental reset lang naman, balikan na nila dito sa map 2.
For sure. Execration, I think they're more capable, no? Pagdating nga dito sa port, a lot more of an open map. And a lot easier para sa kanila dito since it is familiar territory. But do not doubt MattJess dito sa port, man. Especially yung nakita natin galing kay Loy earlier, his entries were working out. And lahat ng opportunities na gustong kunin dito na MattJess ay nakukuha nila dito sa Subbase. Granted, it is a different map. Still, it could be the exact same way of play galing sa side ng MattJess. So MattJess, they get to start things off dito sa port on that GR side. So that's already good news para sa kanila dito. But we're gonna take it to the set summary, of course, at malalaman natin kung sino ba talaga ang tunay na nagbuhat dito sa MattJess.
Yeah, so nakita natin dito, shoutout lang naman din kay Dracifer. Ang ganda na pinakita niya sa atin, 1.60 to 1.14 KD ratio to kill round respectively. Tapos, tingnan mo ba naman yan? Lahat ng members dito ng MattJess, 0.80 above ang kanilang KD ratio. And highlight natin itong si Rels. 2.67 kill death ratio, 1.14 kill per round. Actually, si Lloyd din, no? Kahit hindi mas mataas ang kanyang kill death ratio, same pa rin ang kill per round. Tsaka 75% headshot percentage itong si Lloyd. This player nga talaga was the person to look out for, and incredible, 0.75 headshot percentage. I wish, and I think pagpunta natin dito sa set MVP, makikita natin either si Rels o si Loy, and it will be si Loy. So yung impact niya dito sa laro na to, nakakaiba talaga, is just 75 headshot percentage kung tinuloy-tuloy niya to. papunta sa port, MattJess on port is not that bad, no? Actually, totoo lang, medyo malakas nga eh. Then, it might turn to a 2-0 sweep kung hindi maingat ang execration.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I did see si Loy taking the MVP as well. Halos kamantay niya lang dito si Rels pagdating sa kills per round, but I think he had more overall effect dito sa BL side ng ating MattJess squad. Not saying na, yun nga, no, Loy, his numbers are a bit inflated. It's just that he plays yung sniper role, so he gets to die a lot less, especially na it's not really a spectacular game galing kay Carlo with the exception of yung isang round na nakita natin from him. But yun nga, if we see itong si Loy leading the charge, that means port is gonna be dangerous. LB could be wide open, mid could be wide open, LA could be wide open if hindi mainit si Carlo. So there's a lot of things that Execration has to worry about. And Exe will start on blacklist dito sa mapa na to. So obviously, nasa kanila yung weaker side ng port to start things off. And MattJess, nakita na natin kung gaano kaganda yung kanilang depensa dito sa subbase. And yun nga, Rels is also on 9. So is this gonna tell us something na MattJess can dominate itong first half natin?
Maybe, hopefully, potentially. Well, I really want to believe, no, para sa side ng Execration na may plano talaga sila pagdating natin dito sa second half, sa second map rather. And ayan na, papasok na din po tayo dito. As you said nga, MattJess, GR, and yung blacklist ay mapupunta sa Execration. Let's see if the defense setup na ginagawa dito ng MattJess is really all that it's cracked up to be. Pero tingnan mo ba naman agad dito, Sneaky Frog, walang sniper galing sa side ng MattJess. Gusto nila, rat. Kaso nga lang, yung Dracifer, yung consistent player galing sa ng Execration, nagpapakita na din ng gilas.
Yeah, they just 100% expected that. Galing dito sa MattJess, off the jump dito sa round number 1, an LA push from Frey at kay MZ. Loy down to 70 HP, so definitely still a guy that can make some impact dito sa round natin. Carlo all the way to 1. So makakapasok dito si Dracifer ng CA, which means an A take is coming very very soon. Pero kaya bang kunin ng Execration without any hiccups, without any casualties? Si A7J nandito sa taas. And yan na nga, nagpapaulan na sila ng flash, nagpapaulan na sila ng nade. Dracifer, nakuha na nga si Loy dito sa backside. Dracifer clearing every single member ng MattJess dito sa A site, and he could potentially get much more spotted na si Rels dito sa BR. Tinapunan na ng nade. 38 seconds on the clock, but I don't think it's gonna end sa pagsabog ng C4. Dracifer though, stopped in his tracks. He's not gonna go for that ace no longer. And Rels, medyo mahirap yung clutch na to. 25 seconds. Exit at BR lang ang pwede mong daanan dito. At Ram, he has the idea. Jump peek. Gets the initial damage. Colt, hindi gagana para dito kay Rels. So, MattJess, medyo expected yung ginawa niya dito sa first round. But Execration, that's a good first one para sa kanila dito.
Basang-basa, pero ngayon, tingnan mo ba naman, MattJess parang hindi nila uulitin. They still won't have any sniper setup. Joke lang, si Rels pala meron. So, okay, LA is Rels country. Tingnan natin kung makakahanap siya ng value gamit ng kanyang AWM. Ngayon, spread out mga miyembro dito ng Execration. Maganda. Default lang daw. Tamang pitasan lang daw. This might be the plans that they have been thinking of nung inisip nila na laruin tong mapang to. Okay, smoke grenade, tinatapon na din dito, denying information dyan sa warehouse, and parang wala masyado ng iba sa laro ng Execration ngayon. Kumpara mo sa dati, ay kung meron man, tingnan natin sa mga later rounds, baka dun nila ilalabas, no? As there is, akala ko mag-lurk na yung isang miyembro ng MattJess dyan, pero mukhang hindi nila itutuloy. Okay, Loy, unang contact dito sa warehouse fight. Let's see if you'll be able to find one kasama ni MZ. Mukhang gustong pumasok dito ang mga miyembro ng Execration. Ram,
I don't know about
gusto
taking the
pa,
solo,
pero
man.
A7J, sa ibang parte ng mapa, nakita mo, wala na si Dracifer.
That's an important pick-off. Lucifer has been the offense para sa side ng Execration. MZ, the double peak dito sa LB and the aggressive LB positioning dito na MattJess made them win it, pare. MattJess, yun nga, hindi na sila nag-push like they did in that last round, but their defense is still up and forward sa mukha dito na Execration. And it worked out in their favor. So Lucifer having 4 kills so far dito sa game natin. Loy, nakuha na si Carlo. How did he hit that shot? MZ, nakita si Lucifer. Hindi na sila nagpapadaan ng mid, pero MZ spotted na agad. 30 down to 1 HP. Tinapos na ni Loy with that AK-47 and mid pa lang ang nakikita ng Execration, pero tatlo na ang hulog para sa side nila. Kid from Hell, even he gets beat. And Ram, yun lang. Parang sinabi na MattJess, just in case nakalimutan nyo, we play like this, by the way.
Yeah, oo. Parang galit na nga sila. Tingnan mo, tuloy-tuloy, nahanap na. Hinahunting na. Yung huling member ng Execration and MattJess just galit ba? Nagpapakita ng kanilang galit dito sa kamay ng Execration, and just like that, Execration needing to give more less respect dito sa kanilang pressure, but MattJess, they will not relent. Walang tigil daw. Gusto nila isuppress ang mga pinaggagawa ng Execration. Ayaw sila ipahinga. Ayaw sila pabigyan ng tsanse, ng butas dito. At sila na mismo ang tumutulak sa kanilang kalaban. And now, naiwan na lang si Kid from Hell in a very hellish situation. At least nakahanap siya ng isa, kaso nga lang, apat pa ang kanyang kailangan hanapin, at dyan na din, A7J winning it for the side of MattJess. And tingnan mo ba naman, mukhang gusto nila ituloy yung ginagawa nila ditong momentum.
Yeah, A7J really making it happen para sa kanyang team. And it's actually amazing to see na ganito yung nangyayari nga sa ating MattJess side. And yeah, it is a 3-1 scoreline. MattJess going a bit faster as well. Hindi nila basta-basta pinapamigay ang mid. Ayaw nila ibigay yung CA because that means LA would be an available option para sa Execration, and the nades are gonna start to rain in. Loy, naghahanap ng headshot galing sa RS. You can actually see the slight vision kung saan nakatayo si 30 dito from Loy's position. So that's why he's going for that poke. Frey, Rels, naku po, pinagpasahan dito si Kid from Hell. The handoff between yung dalawang players. The damage was a bit too much for the young kid. A7J, nasa taas ng top 8, does get tagged, pero kulang yung Execration in terms of the numbers. Wala na sila pagdating sa entry side, so someone else has to do it.
Nagkukulang na sila dito. Ngayon, it's back to another slow play dito sa mid side, and they are just trying to find for any timing. Rels, nagbabantay sa mid. Siya magdedepensa dito. Naghahanap ng tagos! Muntik na mahanap si 30! Tingnan mo ba naman? Piso na lang ang kanyang buhay. Nakakatakot naman to kung ikaw ang nasa side ng Execration. Pero tuloy-tuloy lang din. Lucifer, nag-parkour, wala nahanap. Nag-Spider-Man, pero hinigilan. 4-on-4 pa naman din ang sitwasyon na to, and the time is starting to slow down here. Sneaky Frog, at gusto nila pumunta sa warehouse. May nagbabantay ng isang membro dito ng MattJess. Okay, swap ng baril. And it's still a slow start. 30 seconds, wala pa silang nakuwang lupa dito, Sneaky. So if they go B, they need to commit to it right here, right now.
Yep, B is the target para sa Execration. However, the lack of information, the lack of nades na meron sila dito, they're gonna have to send it dito sa B side with no nades whatsoever. At gugulatin nila si MZ. MZ getting some damage from the Godbox position. Carlo nakuha si Loy, and the immediate plant galing sa Execration. Halos na lahat ng miyembro dito ng MattJess. Low na, pero A7J nakuha pa rin si Lucifer, and the wallbang from Ram getting si Frey, pero winallbang din siya dito ni A7J in return. 2 versus 2 situation. Naka-sniper si 30, nakatutok sa likod ng site sa may akyatan galing Godbox, pero in-expect mo ba si A7J na magagaling dito sa likod?
1v1
Rels with the M4, sakto yung palit niya, and another round for MattJess para sa kanilang DR side. What a retake, napakagulo, but still MattJess came out on top.
Tapos pagpunta nila diyan sa 1v1, kalmadong kalmado lang yung si Rels. mabilis, pero kalmado. Alam niya kung ano ang ginagawa nila dyan. Tsaka sa side naman ng Execration, feeling ko, masyadong mabagal ang kanilang galawan dito. At tingnan mo, it really came down to the wire if they were going to plant that or not. So ngayon, Execration, napakatindi ng kanilang ginagawa ditong uh, depensa, no? Parang it's so parang I can't describe it. It's just suppressive.
Yeah, it is. That's the MattJess defense for you, brother. Kaya nakita na natin to dito sa sub-base, them being just as assertive sa mapa na to. And the LA push,
Oh,
4-man LA push!
okay.
Uy, hindi nila napansin. Buti na nakakross si A7J sa may ladder, pero mapapabalik ang Execration. Immediately denied entry dito sa LA, pare.
Yeah, tapos nga dyan, dahil Execration forced to rotate, gusto niya pumunta dito sa mid-side. Uulitin ba nila ang A-hit? Mukhang uulitin nila. Kaso nga lang, si A7J dito nagbabantay. Si Rels
what a
galing sa
shot from
mid-side,
Rels.
nakahanap siya ng isa. Di niya daw kailangan ng kanyang sniper para makahanap ng pitas. Granada, alam na ata ng MJ, ng MattJess, na nakapwesto ang Execration dyan sa A-short. Kaya, Execration, once again, wala na naman silang nakuhang lupa dito sa mid-side. Oo, si Prey, nakahanap na naman ng isa pong pitas dyan kay Ram. And nakakasakal yung feeling na to. Kung ikaw ang nasa side ng Execration, Granada tinapon din kay Frey. Kaso the trade eventually comes in. Magaling, 30. And now, what is the play? Pababa ng pababa ang orasan natin dito. And B is the next site na gustong kunin ng Execration. Kaso nga lang, tingnan mo ba naman yung rotation na ginagawa dito ng MattJess? Alam na alam nila and the firing squad is there for the side of MattJess. It is a complete control for MattJess. And ngayon, 5 na ang kanilang punto dito sa first half pa lang. Ooh.
And then, okay, MZ, a little bit of a drive-by. I also do that from time to time para sa LB, and you do get the occasional headshot. So, you either die while crossing, or you miss all of your shots, or you just come out alive with some
majority of the times I just die.
Yeah, that is true. Need to learn how to tap walk, pare. Tap walking is the key.
Too much skill. I'd rather do... Gusto ko lang, RNG lang. Gusto ko RNG lang. Saktong swerte lang. Alam mo, yan talaga yung gusto ko sa laro eh. So, yeah, alam mo yun.
90% luck, 10% skill.
90% luck, 10% skill. Yung parang opposite ng kanta na yun ng by Fort Minor. Yun yung opposite niyan. And, yeah, still... Yeah, lahat na mabagal na yung pace after such a chaotic rounds, no? And, well, A7J, mukhang gusto niya umagresibo dito, pero jump spot lang daw. Jump spot. Tapos, mag-back na daw. Okay. Smoke grenade. Actually, maganda tong smoke grenade na to. It does create a lot of information denial. At 1 minute, yeah. Suppressive,
parang
nakakasakal pa.
Parang naka-water break yung dalawang teams na bago silang push. Okay guys, kalma muna tayo. Okay, alright. Now we throw the smoke. Okay, dito naman tayo mag-ano. Let's try.
Okay, tapon
LA without CA? I don't know about this one. Execration, kailangan may mag-CA sa inyo. 30 needs to hit the ninja. Oh, he misses it. Pero it's fine. Makakakyat pa naman siya.
Okay, trying to go for another time. 30, sige, talon mo na naman. Okay, there goes smoke grenade. Tinapon na, papunta dito sa A side. And 28 seconds. Mukhang A side na nga talaga ang gusto nilang puntahan dito. Smoke grenade tinatapon na punta dito. And smoke and flashes raining down sa taas ni Rels. Daysiferdo ang mahulog. A7J, yung IGL ng MattJess ang makahanap ng tagumpay as Rels with the back up. Parang tore sa taas na walang pumasok. Bawal ka pumasok kung ikaw ay isang parte ng Execration. MattJess getting another lead, getting another round. Mas mataas na ang kailangan iakyat ng Execration para gumawa ng comeback dito sa mapang port.
6-1. MattJess So far, dominating dito sa GR side natin, and that momentum can easily carry over dito sa second half. And Carlo, okay, finally a good start para sa Execration. Pero grabe naman, who the hell is speaking sa CA? And that is Loy. Of course it's Loy. Of course it's him peeking aggressively, pero Kid from Hell stops him in his tracks. So 1 for 2, wala nang sniper dito. Never
Ay.
mind. Rels nahulog na rin. Literal na wala nang sniper yung mapa natin on both sides. MZ at A7J na lang natitira dito. A7J, a known entity dito sa A side. B side gonna be occupied by MZ. So it's a one-man defense sa dalawang side ng mapa natin. Let's see what A7J can do. Pop flash, papunta ng LA pero hindi mo na siya aakyat. Ladder, he has to defend the right side as well. A7J, nakuha na si Dracifer pero bulag na bulag. What a backup! Galing kay MZ, he covers yung RS at pwede na siya makatakas dito. They somehow turn it into a 2v1. 3v1 actually. I
Nakakasakit
forgot
yan.
Loy was still alive.
Yeah, same. Nakakasakit. Napakasakit na ito. Kung natalo to ng Execration, it's just an absolute disaster for them right now. And now, it's still a 2v1. Actually, patay na nga talaga si Loy. Nag-glitch ng unti yung HP natin. And it doesn't matter kasi MattJess, kukunin nila ang 7th round dito sa first half. And it's now the last round here sa unang half natin, Sneaky Frog. And you just have to think, Execration, kailangan talaga nila to. They need it more than ever. And it's such a suppressive feeling itong MattJess na to. And that suppressive feeling might just translate papunta sa second half natin. Ram, magandang simula. Kaso, trade, galing kay Loy. 4v4
Disgusting
situation.
one tap, man.
Very disgusting one tap. Tingnan ba natin ang pwede niyang gawin? Okay, flash grenades natapon, pero it doesn't really make any mark. I think they wanted to fake a bit of A side, but I don't think it's working for the side of Execration. And now, again, pababa ang oras. Kulangan sila ng lupa.
Oh, Ninja.
Ninja, kaso hindi. Tinuloy ni 30. Wag daw muna mag-commit, sabi niya. And now they're slowing it down. It's
Uy, nakapasok na A.
waiting for it.
Pero alam ba nila, meron pa top A. There's one more dude there. Ay, Frey! Ayun
Oh
na.
my goodness. Tuloy-tuloy na din. Dracifer, at least nakahanap siya ng kanyang pitas. A consistent player para sa side ng Execration. Gusto daw niya tapusin itong half na to na at least makapaghanap sila ng isang panalo. Lloydo. This guy has also been a person to watch out for. Siguro naman ngayon, maka-close out na ng Execration. Location, spotted, and Kid from Hell cleans it out para sa side ng Execration. Buti na lang kasi yung half na to matatapos na to a 7-2 half.
MattJess with a huge lead galing dito sa first half natin. But now is the chance para sa Execration na makabawi. It's gonna be a very difficult...
Very different indeed. So now, MattJess, nag-hold lang, MZ. Papasok na din, as there are. Papasok na mga member dito ng MattJess. Kaso nga lang si 30, parang nagiging isang one-man army. Nagdedepensa dito. Loy, Granada, nahulog na ang anchor ng site. Pero buti na lang, bumili siya ng ilang oras para makapasok dito. Dracifer, hanap si A7J. Ram, and then tatluhan, isahan na lang para sa side ng MattJess. And Execration finally finds a desperate round that they need, and they finally get a round that is absolutely important to them. Tapos ngayon, back to A defaults ang gagawin dito ng MattJess. Di nila alam si 30 kasama nandyan, nagbabantay sa warehouse. Relsdo nakahanap ng kanyang pitas gamit ng kanyang AWM. Nagsitapon na din ng granada. At siguro naman ngayon, pabagal na ang aksyon. Yan na nga, pabagal na nga. And now, we just have to play the waiting game, no? MattJess, gamit ng kanilang AWM, naghahanap ng isang pitas dito sa midside. Tapos parang ngayon, pwede mo kumparang tong laro na to sa isang parang laro ng chess. Kaya ba makabawi itong
Ito yung
si Dels sa isa pang pitas. Or patuloy-tuloy lang ba sila makapaghanap? Kid
Yup.
from Hell nagbabantay sa mid. And now, si Rels nakalusot. Paano? Si Loy is the one who finds the kill on Dracer, pero di na namalayan na nandyan na pala si Rels with an AWM. Suddenly make it a 4v2 situation. Loy finding another one left and Ram 1v2. Red life na. Dito na sila. Tumalon pababa. MattJess mapupunta na to into an 8-3 scoreline.
Yup. And MattJess, so close, yet so far dito sa laruan natin, of course. Execration, reality is, nasa kanila yung advantage, pero MattJess, dahil nga sobrang close na sila sa map point, the pressure is on para sa mga miyembro ng Execration. Grabe, ang bilis nila makapasok ng CA at Z. That's two very key points sa pagkuha ng dalawang sites natin. B or Z in order to clear itong LB and CA for that additional help sa mga LA players. Lloyd, nakuha na nga si Kid from Hell 30. One in return attempting to take itong mid, pero distraction lang pala. It was an LA play this entire time. May kita pa nila na magkakross na dito si Frey. May kita na si 30 sa taas, pero nasa na ba ang ibang miyembro ng MattJess in order to support it? It's a 3v3. It's an equal situation. C4 nakababa sa ladder, so wala nang choice yung MattJess dito kundi mag-push ng A site. Flash is gonna go through. Mabubulag ba? Mamamatay ba? MattJess still stuck on the outside ng bottom A. Rels going for the push. Nakuha na si 30. Nahulog dito si Ram, spotting out two players. May bababa pa ng CA pero hindi na pinababa ng MattJess. And it's a map point for the MJ squad, pare.
Oh my goodness. And I'm sorry, pero mukhang ito na yung simula ng katapusan ng Execration. And it just needs just the proper execution for the side of MattJess para tapusin lang to. Isa na lang ang kailangan, pero buti lang si Carlo. Sinasabi niya, ayoko muna matalo, babawi ako dito, and Execration with a desperate need for control dito sa mapang to. At least si Carlo nabubuhay pa din, finding a breath of fresh air for the side of Execration. Ngayon, default, slowing it down. Yung unting kaba galing side ng Execration. Nagbe-build na. Kala ko makapaghanap pa to si Loy ng isa pang pitas dyan sa mid-side. Mukhang yun na yun. Kaso nga lang, nag-backing na lang. Hindi na tinuloy. Kid from Hell sa ilalim. Flashbang. Hawak niya. Loy, tumakas. Smoke grenade sinapan na din as B-side. Mukhang is open for the side of MattJess. Nag-isa lang naman nagbabantay dito si 30. Who's always been the solar anchor dito sa site na to, pero so far hindi siya makahanap ng tamang pwestuhan para tigilin ang buhos na ginagawa ng MattJess. At ito na siya, the flashbang, the utility tinapon na Ram trying to help out, kaso nga lang nadamay, nadali. Okay, Kid from Hell, hanap ng isa. A7J, nandyan pa din. It is planted for house. Pwede na sila maglaro ng tamang post-plant Dre Zipper, the X-Factor for Execration right now. Binuhay sila at hindi pa sila matatanggal. Hindi pa sila matatalo. Execration, nakakapit pa dito sa laro na to.
Yep, 9-4. MattJess, so close na matapos na yung laro na to, pero Execration di pa rin pumapayag. A 2v1, two low players, very tense situation, pero na-pull off pa rin dito ng Exe. Tracifer nakuha si Loy, but that's only one of the two aggressive members na nagpupush dito. Napakabilis ni MZ, and lilipat na sila dito sa A, fully knowing they do not know where MZ is. MZ in the backlines. Spy mode, nagtakang Xpia etong si MZ. Almost getting si Carlo. Carlo with the turnaround. Pero is it B? Is it A? Hindi rin alam dito ng MattJess.
Oo nga, I think they do want to go A here. Nagko-commit na din. Frey, A7J, naghahanap ng ilang member ng nagbabantay dito sa A site. And I think there's a little bit of hesitation para pumasok dito. And Execration might take advantage of the mistake. Pwede nila parusahan ang mga member dito ng MattJess. A7J nagbabantay, si 30 nandyan sa taas. A7J Wala sa kanya yung C4. Kailangan niya bagalan at hanap ng tamang pwestuhan. Pitas. Isang tao sa taas. Granada tinapon. I think he wants to make them think na nakatambay siya sa LA habang paikot na siya dito sa midside. 30. Pwede siya madali. Pwede siyang malason. Nakita na siya.
Nagugulando.
Shot. Yung lokasyon niya, alam na ng Execration.
Scary pa rin si A7J dito in this 1v2. He's been capable of clutching for the past few rounds, pero iba yung gagawin dito ng Execration. They're actually gonna go all the way around papuntang midside. However, this is gonna allow a timing para kay A7J na makapasok dito sa top A. Hindi niya pa pinipick up yung C4 in fear na maririnig ang pagkuha nun. Pero A7J, nakababa na ng ladder. This is actually a good angle para kumuha ng 1v2. Ram,
Wait
una
a
magpitik.
second.
Kita na sa exit. A7J, low HP, pero si Ram na mismo tumapos. Good headshot galing kay Ram. Execration, slowly but surely, crawling back dito sa game natin.
Okay. Recovery lang daw. Saktong recovery lang. At yan ang kinukuha ng team of Execration. Sige, 5, 4 na lang. Round by round. Makakabawi. Piece by piece. One by one. Yan ang gusto kong makita galing sa side ng Execration. 4 na lang ang kailangan nila para mabigay ito sa OT. So parang habang sinasabi ko yun, no, parang napakalayo ng kailangan nilang kunin. And parang ang dami nilang kailangan gawin para puntahan yung, alam mo yun, yung position na yan. Yung matches, isa na lang ang kailangan nila.
Just only need one. And that's all they need to get. Pressure is on dito sa Execration para kumuha ng 4 na puntos para mapunta tayo sa overtime. MattJess inches away from the finish line. Still, very slow play, surprisingly. Galing dito kay MattJess, not immediately entering yung mga spots ng mapa na kailangan i-control, kagaya ng LB, kagaya ng LA, pero ngayon, slowly crawling on in. 30, magpapa-information dito lang sa House B. AK on this side though is something I wouldn't recommend para kay 30, but he's more focused. Laser din sa mga pumasok na ng site instead of the players inside of HB. One player playing Godbox, pero ito na nga yung flash pupunta B-side. Mas spot pa nila si 30 na nakatago yung ulo. MC getting the kill kay 30, but can they get the kill kay Ram? Hindi nila chinek yung backside. Dracifer lumabas na rin. Rels with a good shot kay Ram. MC with a good shot kay Dracifer. It was supposed to be a good defense para sa Execration, pero hindi nila nahanap ang player na nasa loob ng HP na si Rels on that sniper. Has done it again. Kid from Hell is down. Si Carlo na lang natitira on that pistol, on that deagle, and inahabol na siya ng MattJess dito. MZ looking for the kill. Nasa kanya yung C4, but I don't think they care about planting anymore as they get the kill dito kay Carlo. And MattJess, another dominant 2-0 dito sa ating group stage.
Yan ang isang team na nagpapakita ng kanilang lakas, and they are, tingnan mo ba naman, ice cold naman sila ngayon. Ilan sa kanila, they just business as usual. MattJess showing their powers right now in Execration. Another heartbreaking loss. Yung MattJess continuing their hot streak, at yung Execration, unfortunately, tuloy-tuloy lang din. Nagiging ice cold ang kanilang tournament life ngayon. 0-3 versus 3-0. And it's such an unfortunate thing to say for a team like Execration, kasi alam natin, Execration dati talaga top 3 team from last season. Pero ngayon, 0-3 na sila ngayon. MattJess naman though, dapat bigay mo sa kanila yung kanilang congratulation, yung kudos nila, kasi deserve nila ang kanilang pwesto sa group stage ngayon. Ang kanilang lakas, ang kanilang linis is unmatched right now. So congratulations sa inyo, MattJess, on your 2-0 victory against Execration.
Yeah, and matches truly deserve, no, honestly, galing sa team na to. I started believing in yung kanilang core roster last year pa lang. They got top 4. They showed some impressive stuff dito sa CFS PH Masters, but now I think it's the time para sa matches to be one of those contenders to chase that top 1 spot. And
Well,
it's really something else yung nakikita natin dito sa matches. Everyone's on point. Rels is on point. Loy is doing Loy things in and around the map. Tapos you have to deal with si MZ, si A7J as well. It's a 5-finger death punch yung matches pag sila yung kalaban nyo. So,
really is.
yeah, man, like matches expected na ganito yung mangyayari, honestly, if you have been following itong matches roster for a while now. Execration, better showing, pero hindi nila na-show yung kanilang lakas dahil nga matches yung kalaban nila, pare. This is just a different level.
Parang may onting kulang pa din no, for the side of Execration, I guess. Something that they need to work on. May chance pa ba sila bumalik dito sa group stage? Meron naman. Kaso nga lang, they need to have a perfect, alam mo yun, they need to start winning all of their games. And dapat yung fashion na yun, mataas. Kasi okay lang naman kung 2 or 2-1 yung talo nila, pero majority ng loss nila 2-0, 0-2, di ba?
Yeah.
Okay, it's bad. So they need to win. Dapat flawless, kahit isang mapa ang kanilang kunin. Dapat yun ang kailangan nilang gawin para mag-qualify sila dito sa playoffs. As for MattJess, di naman sila super comfortable. They can probably get one more win, and then once they do that, then alam mo yun, swak na swak sila dun sa playoff spot. And with that being said, this is not what we necessarily, well, this is kind of what we expected galing side ng MattJess, but we expected a closer fight galing from the side of Execration, and it's unfortunate na hindi nila na-deliver yung ganyang kalakas na performance, no?
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, lots of expectations pa rin dito sa matches or sa Execration rather, in all honesty. You know, it's still one of the biggest orgs dito sa Pilipinas and they still cannot figure it out. Pero yun nga, to be fair, no, it is matches yung kalaban nila dito. There is still plenty of chances para sa Execration na makabawi in the coming weeks. Meron pa silang game against Sunday Shrooms and Ubek Maniac in week 3. Meron pa silang Pacific Macta and SGJ in week 4. Honestly, that schedule is looking brutal para sa Execration.
It really does.
I mean, at most, they're hoping siguro that they can slip by dito sa top 4, pero sobrang hirap yung task ngayon, pare.
Yeah, and sa totoo lang, you're naming some of the names, no? You say Pacific Macta, you say SGJ, tapos napapaisip na lang ako, oh my goodness, kailangan nila i-2-0 yung team na ganun. Macta and SGJ, Execration, mataas ang kanilang kailangan iakyat na bundok. And it's very, very difficult for them to come back, but it is still very much doable. Malay mo, magulat tayo sa mga susunod na games nila, diba? It might just be straight up 2-0. It might be a dominating fashion. And I really want to see it come out from them. And I really hope it does show, at least in their next games. I believe they have a game tomorrow. Meron ba? I think they do.
Yeah, they do have they don't actually have a game tomorrow. So sa
Ayun
22
lang.
pa yung next na game nila against Sunday Shrooms. But you do have the set summary, of course. Yeah, matches. It was just a wash para sa kanila dito. And damn, what a game. Galing kay A7J. He's not just the clutcher, but he's the main fragger para sa kanyang team. 1.20 KD for the man, the myth, the clutcher, pare.
Yeah, and tingnan mo ba naman ngayon, at least we can give a shoutout naman din sa side ng Execration. Dracifer, consistent for the team, and he's been showing up. 1.0 kill per round for this whole map. And if there's anyone na kung kakabigay tayo ng MVP para sa kabilang side naman, I'd like to give it to Execration kasi deserved naman talaga niya. But the leader of MattJess, yung in-game leader nila, siya ang, alam mo yun, nagli-lead ng kanyang team sa tagumpay sa ngayon. 2.57 KD ratio and 1.20 kill per round. Ultimately, yung match MVP natin, yung set MVP natin, mapupunta yan Sky Loy. Oo, consistency po ang pangalan ng laro dito 1.6 KD ratio ng map 1, 1.36 ng map 2, at tingnan mo ba naman kill per round palagi, isa ang nakukuha niya. Ibig sabihin po, sa mga di nakakaalam kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng kill per round, ibig sabihin, tig isang round. Every single round that he played in that map, isa siya. At least one. At yan ang napaka-impactful na statistic kung ikaw ay nakakita dito in a pro level.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, statistics galing dito kay Loy, especially with knowing how aggressive he plays itong Crossfire, is just straight up impressive, no? And yun nga, he's one of those young players that is not afraid to show his talent and is not afraid to fight you face to face pagdating nga dito sa laruan ng Crossfire. So it's gonna be exciting to see we're gonna interview dito sa MattJess, honestly. Oh, si Frey. Okay. So, ayun nga, we're gonna have a a short interview soon kasama si Frey. So, titignan natin what he has to say about itong game natin. Hello, Frey. Naririnig niyo ba kami?
Ayun.
Ayun nga, need to turn him up. 1 second. Sige, ask
Yung,
away.
sige. Okay. So, Frey, congratulations po sa win nyo sa 2-0 sweep against a team like Execration, no? Now, yung tanong ko po sana sa inyo, no, is when you are now in this spot na so far undefeated kayo sa tournament na to, may onting kaba ba kayo? Kaba in these upcoming games na mapupuntahan nyo in the future? Or mindset nyo ba, kalma lang tayo, game on lang tayo, focus lang? Ano ba yung mindset nyo now that you have this undefeated streak in your heads? Okay, sorry po, Frey, parang hindi ka namin nakikinig. So, unfortunately po, makakat lang po yung interview po natin. So, with that, salamat na lang. And ayan po, unfortunately po, may onting technical difficulties po sa atin, kaya hindi po tayo makakatuloy sa ating interview. So, pasensya na, Frey, pero congratulations naman po sa inyong panalo. And, Sneaky Frog, yan, dahil dyan, matatapos na ang pang-apat natin na series sa buong araw na ito. And it's been, I wouldn't say it's been, alam mo yun, parang unexpected. Siguro may mga ilang series na napapakita sa atin na, panalo pala sila dito, or ganito pala yung output. It's just more or less, a lot of the games did go by the way that they expected. Siguro kung nagulat lang ako, it was the series before this one, no? Where we saw Gown Gaming just take it away entirely against against MG. So with that, yun lang naman. But so far, it's been more or less the same for today, no?
Yeah, I think in my opinion, dun sa third na series natin, I think considering yung expectations natin dito sa bottom map, I think that should have gone to 3 maps, in all honesty. Pero ayun nga, Gaon doing their thing, man. Jefferson is apparently the GOAT sa kanyang sniping. MattJess, ayun nga, we also expected more. Galing sa Execration, I think I could speak for yung mga fans ng Exe dito na we thought that it was gonna be an improvement para dito sa week number 2. They finally got their adjustments para dito kay Kid from Hell, galing dito kay Tracifer. Granted, mas maganda naman yung laruan actually ni Tracifer this week. So, maybe it's a slow ride para dito sa Execration. Mahaba-haba pa naman yung group stage. They still have 4 games. They can still go positive dito sa group stage natin, pare. And
it's gonna be long.
It's gonna be a long ride para dito sa Exe, para makapunta ka dito sa ating playoff. So, yeah. I mean, MattJess, obviously, I think it's kind of obvious na kaya na nila mag-qualify ng playoffs with just the first games na nilaro nila dito. And they have a marquee matchup against SGJ tomorrow. And that's an exciting one, actually. Gusto ko panoorin yun. Yung SGJ versus MattJess, who really is topping yung group stage leaderboard natin, pare.
Yeah, so that's gonna be exciting for tomorrow. Pero sa mga nanonood ngayon, Crossfire po is a growing community. Madami na nanonood, madami po naglalaro. Kung fan po talaga kayo ng Crossfire, bigyan niyo naman po yung page namin, like and share. And kung comment kayo sa mga post natin, mag-comment naman din kayo. Tumingin din po kayo sa mga posts ng Crossfire Philippines. May mga giveaway po dyan. And alam ko naman, pag libreng skin, sino ba naman hindi makakagusto niyan? Pero kaka-receive lang namin sa production namin na babalik din po pala tayo dito sa interview, and let's see who we are going to interview right now.
And yeah, I think it's still gonna be
Palit mo na ko headset, sir.
Ayun. We're gonna, hello?
Hello?
Hello, umalis bigla. Ayun, okay na. He's just standing up. Nagpapalit lang yata ng headset pare para, ayun nga,
Sige lang. Tama
make
lang
sure
yan.
that they can take their sweet time. Ayun nga.
So,
Second attempt. No dice. Hopefully we get it by the third pare.
sabi
And,
nga nila, di ba? Third time's the charm, pare.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to stretch this. So, yun nga. Any expectations for tomorrow, pare? Double header para sa SGJ, Sunday Shrooms, and MattJess, Macta up against Ubek, and Macta
MattJess, Macta, interesting para sa akin. MattJess, after the performance that they showed today, napakaganda. Pacific Macta, let's see their form. Onting, alam mo yun, a little bit shaky. So I want to see how their form would be affected against a team like MattJess, whose form looks flawless. Napaka-flawless, especially sa nakita natin dito. Pero finally, ito, third time's the charm, interview. Frey, naririnig mo na ba kami? Rinig and...
Opo.
Sige nga, magsalita ka nga. Ayun!
Hello.
Ayan.
Okay.
Alright, ask
So,
away.
ito, Frey, okay, congratulations once again po sa inyong win on the 2-0 sweep against Execration. Now, ulitin ko lang yung tanong ko kanina. Ngayon na undefeated kayo, may onting kababa sa inyong pakiramdam, or is it business as usual for your team?
Meron din pong kaba pero laro lang talaga sa amin. Tsaka panalo nila namin yung laro. Kahit sino makalaban, okay lang.
Okay. Alright, so that's really good, no? Confidence nga. Very, very nice. Ikaw ba, Sneaky Frog? May tanong ka ba para kay Frey?
Ayun, Frey. Ano yung feeling na yung kakampi mo na si Noy, pare? He is just in the backline permanently ng kalaban mo. Napapadali ba yung laro ng MattJess dahil sa pinagagawa ni Loy as your MVP player? And ayun nga, does it make MattJess easier? Mas dumadami ba yung options yung as a team sa mga ginagawa ni Loy na entry sa mapa?
Opo, malaki pong bagay si Loy sa amin. Tapos teamwork lang din po. Yung communication namin. Hindi naman
So planado pa rin, no? Kahit yung ganun yung nangyayari, it's still part of the game plan, yung pagiging aggressive ni Loy dito. Any messages na gusto mong sabihin dito sa chat and sa mga sumusuporta dito sa MattJess, Boss Frey?
shout out sa mga MattJess fans, sa mga naniniwala dyan. Thank you po sa inyo.
Wow. Totoo lang, Frey, madami naniniwala sa MattJess ngayon. At saka ako, sa totoo lang, I'm very impressed by your performance. So, once again, Frey, congratulations po sa inyo, and, sana maganda yung gabi mo.
Opo. Salamat po.
Alright, salamat, Boss Frey. Another win for the MattJess squad as they announce their arrival dito sa group stage. First place, man. First freaking place. I mean, 2 maps drop.
Right
Tapos,
now.
after nito, sweep. So, ayun nga, MattJess is really looking good. That's why I'm particularly excited dun sa matchup natin bukas.
MattJess, Macta?
No, it's MattJess, SGJ, pare.
Sorry, MattJess,
Macta is
SGJ.
gonna be coming.
Still, that's still really good.
Still really good, in all honesty. Like, yung sheer speed ng SGJ, or ng SGJ, ng MattJess rather, versus yung more methodical but still aggressive approach dun ng SGJ natin pa. I am nothing but excited. I wish I could sleep right now and wake
You
up
are
already.
foaming in the mouth.
I'm foaming in the mouth para panoorin yun, pare.
Okay, yeah. And I'll have to agree with you there. It's something that I am interested din talaga to watch, and I'm very excited. And tingnan natin yung match results na nangyari dito sa ngayong araw na to. So, actually, this is for the match of Execration versus MattJess. Easy 2-0 sweep galing kay MattJess. 4-10 scoreline nung unang set. At yung mapa na yun ay napunta sa subbase at set 2. Dito naman sa port, it is a 5-10 scoreline, and tingnan natin kung ano nangyari sa ngayong araw na to. 4 po yung series na nangyari today. Pacific Macta versus Sunday Shrooms ang pinakauna. It was a 2-0 sweep galing sa side ng Pacific Macta. Susunod, SGJ Reborn versus Ubek Maniac. Dahil sa isang na map 1 na pinili ng SGJ Reborn, nadali sila, and Ubek Maniac was able to get the one map. Kaso, when they finally get control, SGJ won it on a reverse sweep. Sunod was MG versus
You got
Gaon Gaming. Yeah, muntik. Sorry about that. But yeah, uh, versus Gaon Gaming. Gaon Gaming sila pumakuha ng 2-0 lead. Just a complete 2-0 sweep. And last was MattJess versus Execration. And ito naman yung schedule po natin bukas. Tingnan ba naman natin? It is SGJ Reborn versus Sunday Shrooms. Execration versus Ubek Maniac, at double duty po ang SGJ dito since ang kanilang kalaban ay si MattJess, and tatapusin natin ang araw with MG versus PM of Pacific, Macta, and Motomac Gaming.
Heck versus Revenge, pare. Ooh, it sounds like 2018 all over again, man.
Yes, sir. Old rivalries shall be reborn for tomorrow. So, exciting day po bukas. Magsisimula po yan 3:00 ng hapon at matatapos yan, well, totoo lang, 7:00.
Not too bad of a finish, honestly. 10:30 for Masters, so could have been 12.
Could have been later. Pero with that, tapos na po ang day 3 ng CFSPH Masters. Ako ulit, si R2G. Kasalamat sa partner ko dito na si Sneaky Frog. And sana po, maganda po ang gabi nyo. Magandang gabi. At matutulog na kami. Bye-bye.